Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here. I'm at the Rock River Thrashery in Edgerton, Wisconsin. It's kind of outside of Edgerton. And today's going to be a special day because they have the heavy equipment in here because 100 years of Caterpillar. This is McCormick Gearing on there. And it's an old International. This one's for sale. This is a Caterpillar D2 1944, and then the address is Elkhorn, and the guy's asking $5,500. It isn't too bad. There's a really old cat, and it says on there Natasha Alice Chalmers. It's interesting how that. Sorry about that. That was a bee on me. Okay, Caterpillar diesel. It's another old one. It says diesel 35. Looks like they still run this. It's interesting, yeah, it's just the one stack, so. All right. These all over the place. 955L. This Caterpillar here. We got some nice transportation. I got the Caterpillar, and this is a 60. I believe that's the horsepower on here. It's interesting how they have the Caterpillar in a squiggly, kind of like a worm. Looks like a 4-cylinder. It's in nice shape. It looks like it's been used. And then they got another cat here. Howdy. This is a D7, folks. It's kind of in the middle. I like that style. Howdy. This is a 30 cat, huh? 30 horsepower. What year is that one?
29.
29, cool. It's in nice shape. Original condition. Thank you. There's a 20 horsepower Caterpillar, and it's a Caterpillar 20 grader. I wonder if that must go with this. It's a cat grader. There's another older cat grader. There's a big one. That's a D9, folks. Back to the D9. It's kind of interesting. This is a big scraper. This is 631B cat. What's interesting is this can be pushed by another dozer right there. Some of these have 2 engines and some have 1. Okay. Says P's Construction, 631B. It's kind of, this thing goes up and down, and that pulls the dirt in when you move forward. It's kind of like a wedge. There's some other old dozers. Look at those 5 rippers on that cat. This is a Detroit diesel, folks. You can tell right there. It says GM. General Motors. That's an old grader. It's a Galleon. Easy lift grader. Thing's old. There's a small pull behind grader. This thing's really old. It's another grader, pull behind. That's how they started out. Oh, sorry, excuse me. A D2 cat, and it's a lap prop. Ryan Incorporation from Janesville. It's interesting, the tracks on there. That's how they did things years ago. Oh, I see the doors open and you fill it up, and then another one similar to that. There's an old pull behind. That looks like a military version of that. That thing's old. There's a case pulling, small grader. Elevating grader, it says on there. Oh, I see. And it actually can use it's made by Caterpillar. Elevating Caterpillar grader number 42. I haven't seen one of those before. This is a pull behind scraper. And this is cable operated. You can see down in there. That's where the payload goes. We got an interesting dozer here. This is another Cat. $15 horsepower, and it's a 1929. Yeah, it's interesting how they have on there the horsepower numbers on the side. Kind of reminds me of a Clee track, but it's different. And it's nice, has a cover for the winter time and stuff. And there's a huge bucket. This thing must be for like a drag line. Easily fit inside there. No. Okay, we're gonna go over here. 2 pull behind scrapers, cable operated. There's another one of those Cat pull behind graders. A lot of nice heavy equipment. I'm pretty sure they brought it in. And there's the Bay City, folks. That's a small crane. They got it's got a Caterpillar engine in that. Huh, that's cool. Good quality. 3 more scrapers. I was here before and there was nothing like this much stuff either. There's another Bay City shovel or crane. Oh, that's got a clam bucket on that. Okay. It's interesting how Caterpillar, this is a D8H. What they do is they have the D9 and D10, and then, you know, the Super is the D11. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. It says Hellcat on there, folks. It's got 3208. Oh, I'll bet you that's an engine transplant. I'm not for sure. So there's a Caterpillar D2. It's interesting how that has the same grate where it comes down like that, and then 2 ton, and there's a 10 horsepower Cat. And there's a big international, a TD14. Oh, see, years ago, what they started with these is they just pulled farm implements and stuff with that, and then they actually made kits to put on a blade, but then they started doing it themselves a little later. There's a bigger one. There's a 60, folks. Whoa, what's the holes here? There's another Cat. There's, they got that on there for the golf cart. There's an old Farmall M. Those are pretty cool. There's a Minneapolis Moline. All the different types. Howdy. Cedar Rapids jaw. That's a jaw crusher, huh? Donated by Edgerton. There's a crane. There's an old Toro tractor. Let's see what's going on down here. They got railroad tracks down there. And they got a big Bucyrus Erie, Evansville, Indiana. Because I know some of the Bucyrus Erie stuff was made in Milwaukee. Cyrus Erie, folks. That there is what they call a dredging bucket, because he brings the cables, they drag it in. It's called it drag lines somewhat. This is 41B. How's it going? You guys got a lot more heavy equipment this year, huh?
Cat's 100-year anniversary.
That's cool. Thank you.
They were hoping to get 100 pieces of cat. We'll see.
If you get a chance, check out my YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
I'm here filming this stuff.
Hopefully we'll be running in a couple hours.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, we got another Cyrus Erie. This one's got the clam bucket on. It's interesting, the cables, how they work it like block and tackle. That's a Rumley, folks. It's interesting how the gas tank is galvanized. This guy's out here working it. I was saying earlier, that's how they kind of use these at first as farm, because they're not going to get stuck in the mud. If you got a big farm and stuff, you can keep things rolling. Oh, that's an early scraper. There's a deer. This color engine a lot of times is Detroit. They put the Detroit engines in all kinds of stuff. This one's called the Little Giant. He's got the dredging. There's another dredging bucket. We got a Northwest on there. He's got it running. This is an old one here too. I don't know. It looks like it probably runs though. We'll see if they have the diesels, because for some reason they last forever. Here's the engine in there. It says unit on there. Sometimes unit is a Picard company. Built in 1948, there's a unit. There's a Bantam. That thing's running. It's a diesel engine. This guy's having fun with this. You know, he's like big old boys with the toys. You see how that kind of wedges, it's like kind of like a shovel, and then the